The priest leaned in, saying, I can't marry you two. I know something. But I said, continue, because I already knew what he was about to tell me. My name is Maya, Maya Johnson, and today was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. It wasn't. Let me tell you why. 3 months ago, everything was perfect. At least, that's what I thought. I was engaged to Marcus Williams, the man of my dreams. Or so everyone kept telling me. We met at a coffee shop 2 years ago. I was running late for work. He was ordering his usual. Black coffee, no sugar. We bumped into each other. I spilled my latte all over his white shirt. I'm so sorry, I said, grabbing napkins. He just laughed. It's okay. I have a meeting in an hour. Gives me an excuse to go home and change. We talked, exchanged numbers, started dating a month later. Marcus was everything. Tall, handsome, successful. He worked as a lawyer downtown, made good money, bought me flowers every Friday, called his mom every Sunday. Seemed perfect, too perfect. But I ignored that little voice in my head. That voice that said something wasn't right. That voice that noticed how he always kept his phone face down, how he never let me use his laptop, how he got nervous when I asked about his past. I ignored it because I loved him, because I wanted this to work, because everyone said we were perfect together. 6 months ago, he proposed, got down on one knee at our favorite restaurant, said all the right things. The ring was beautiful. I said yes. Everyone was happy. My mom cried. His mom hugged me. My friends threw me a party. It was like a fairy tale, except fairy tales aren't real. The truth started coming out 3 weeks before the wedding. I was at home, Marcus was at work, or so he said. His phone was on the counter. He forgot it, again. It kept buzzing, over and over. I tried to ignore it, but it wouldn't stop. Finally, I picked it up. 23 missed calls from someone named Alex. My stomach dropped. Who calls someone 23 times? I put the phone down, walked away, made myself tea, tried to calm down, but it kept buzzing. I picked it up again. This time I answered, hello? Silence, then a woman's voice, shaking, crying. Is this Maya? My heart stopped. Yes, who is this? This is Alex, Alexandra. I need to talk to you about Marcus. I sat down. My legs felt weak. What about Marcus? She took a deep breath. He's my husband. The room started spinning. What? Marcus is my husband. We've been married for 4 years. We have a son. His name is Jordan. He's 3 years old. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think, couldn't move. That's not possible, I whispered. We're getting married in 3 weeks. I know, she said. I just found out. I found the invitation in his car, hidden under the seat. My hands were shaking so bad, I almost dropped the phone. Where are you? I asked. I'm at my mom's house. I left this morning, took Jordan and left. Send me the address. Why? Because we need to talk, face to face. 2 hours later, I was sitting in a stranger's living room, looking at photos of Marcus, with another woman, with a little boy. Alex was beautiful, light brown skin, natural hair, kind eyes. She looked tired, like she'd been crying for days. I'm so sorry, she said. I had no idea he was doing this. How long have you been married? 4 years. We met in college. Got married right after graduation. Jordan came a year later. I looked at the photos again. Marcus holding a baby. Marcus at a birthday party. Marcus kissing Alex on their wedding day. When did he leave you? He didn't, she said quietly. He still lives with us. He comes home every night, plays with Jordan, acts like everything is normal. My stomach turned. What? He told me he works late sometimes, that he has to travel for cases, that he's busy with work. I believed him. I thought about all those nights Marcus said he was working late, all those weekends he said he had business trips, all those times he couldn't answer his phone. He was with them, with his real family. Does he know you found out? I asked. No, I didn't confront him. I just left. I was too scared, too angry. I didn't know what to do. I understood that feeling. We sat there for a long time, two women, both in love with the same man, both betrayed by him. What are you going to do? Alex finally asked. I looked at her, at the photos, at the life Marcus had hidden from me. I'm going to marry him, I said. She looked confused. What? I'm going to marry him, or at least I'm going to try. Why would you still want to marry him after this? I smiled. But it wasn't a happy smile. It was cold, hard. Because I have a plan. For the next 3 weeks, I played the perfect bride. I smiled at the dress fittings. I finalized the menu. I confirmed the flowers. I acted like nothing was wrong. Marcus had no idea I knew. Every time he kissed me, I thought about Alex, about Jordan, about the lies. Every time he said, I love you, I wanted to scream, but I didn't because I was waiting, planning. I told Alex everything. She didn't understand at first, but then I explained. If I just call off the wedding, he gets away with it, I said. He'll tell everyone I got cold feet, that I couldn't handle commitment. He'll play the victim. So, what's your plan? I'm going to expose him, in front of everyone, on our wedding day. Alex was quiet for a moment. Then she said, I want to help. The wedding day came faster than I expected. I woke up at 6 in the morning. My bridesmaids were already at my apartment, drinking champagne, doing their makeup, laughing. I felt sick. My mom came over, hugged me. My baby girl is getting married. I forced a smile. Yeah, Mom, I am. You nervous? A little. That's normal. Every bride gets nervous, but Marcus is a good man. You're lucky. I nodded. Didn't say anything. We got to the church at noon. The ceremony was at 2. The church was beautiful. White flowers everywhere. Candles, music, perfect. I got dressed in a small room in the back. My wedding dress was gorgeous. White, long train, lace sleeves, every girl's dream. But I felt like I was wearing a costume. There was a knock on the door. Come in, I said. It was Father Thomas, the priest. He looked nervous. Maya, can I talk to you? Alone? My bridesmaids left. It was just us. What's wrong, Father? He took a deep breath. I can't marry you two. I know something. My heart started racing. What do you know? A woman came to see me yesterday. She told me Marcus is already married, that he has a child, that this wedding is a lie. I stared at him. What did you say to her? I said I needed to verify it, so I looked into it. And she's telling the truth. Marcus is legally married to someone named Alexandra Williams. They never divorced. I sat down, took a deep breath. Maya, I'm so sorry, but I can't perform this ceremony. It would be illegal and morally wrong. I looked up at him. Father Thomas, I need you to do something for me. What? I need you to start the ceremony. Walk me down the aisle. Get to the part where you ask if anyone objects. And then stop. He looked confused. Why? Because I want everyone to know the truth. I want Marcus to be exposed in front of all our friends, our families, everyone. Father Thomas was quiet for a long moment. Are you sure about this, Maya? I've never been more sure of anything in my life. He nodded slowly. Okay, I'll do it, but only because I think you deserve justice. Thank you, Father. At 2 o'clock, the music started. My bridesmaids walked down the aisle, one by one, smiling, waving at family. Then it was my turn. My dad took my arm. You ready, sweetheart? Yeah, Dad, I'm ready. The doors opened. Everyone stood up. I saw Marcus at the altar. He looked so happy, so proud, like he'd won something. I walked down that aisle, slow, steady. Everyone was smiling, crying, taking photos. I got to the altar. My dad kissed my cheek, gave my hand to Marcus. Marcus squeezed my hand, whispered, "You look beautiful." I didn't say anything. Father Thomas began, "Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today." I barely heard the words. My heart was pounding so loud. If anyone here has reason why these two should not be married, speak now or forever hold your peace. Silence. This was it. Father Thomas looked at me. I nodded. He took a deep breath. Actually, I cannot continue with this ceremony. The church went silent. Confused whispers. Marcus looked panicked. What? Why? Because, Father Thomas said loudly, "You are already married." Gasps, loud ones. Marcus went pale. "That's not true. That's a lie." "Is it?" I said, finally speaking. My voice was strong, clear. He looked at me. "Maya, I don't know what he's talking about." "Really? You don't know about Alexandra? Your wife? The woman you've been married to for 4 years?" More gasps. People pulling out their phones. "What about Jordan? Your 3-year-old son?" Marcus tried to grab my hand. "Maya, please, let me explain." I pulled away. "Explain what? That you've been living a double life? That you come home to your real family every night? That I'm just some side project?" His mom stood up. "Marcus, what is she talking about?" Before he could answer, the church doors opened. Everyone turned. It was Alex, holding Jordan's hand. She walked down the aisle, calm, confident. "Hi, honey," she said to Marcus. "Sorry we're late." The church exploded, people talking, yelling. His mom started crying. Marcus just stood there, frozen, caught. Alex walked right up to us, looked at me, smiled. Then she looked at Marcus. "I got your text. You said you were working today. Didn't mention you were getting married." Jordan tugged on Marcus's jacket. "Daddy?" That one word broke everything. Marcus's face crumpled. He tried to reach for Jordan, but Alex pulled him back. "Don't," she said. "Don't touch him. You don't get to play dad anymore." I took off my engagement ring, held it out to Marcus. "Here, you can have this back. I don't want anything from you." He didn't take it, just stared at me, at Alex, at Jordan. "I loved you," I said quietly. "I really did. I would have given you everything, a home, a life, a future, but you already had all that, with her, and you threw it away for what? To have 2 wives? To live 2 lives?" Tears ran down my face, but they weren't sad tears. They were angry tears, relieved tears. "You're a liar, a cheater, and a coward." I looked at Alex. "I'm sorry for all of this. You deserve so much better." She nodded. "So do you." Then we walked out together, me in my wedding dress, her in jeans and a t-shirt, Jordan between us. We left Marcus standing at the altar, alone, exposed, humiliated. Behind us, I could hear his mom yelling at him, his friends cursing, people leaving, but I didn't look back. Outside the church, Alex and I stood in the parking lot. "Thank you," she said, "for doing this, for exposing him. Thank you for being brave enough to show up." Jordan looked up at me. "Are you a princess?" I smiled, a real smile. "No, sweetie, I'm just Maya." "You look like a princess." I knelt down to his level. "You know what? Your mom is the real princess. She's brave and strong and amazing." He hugged Alex's leg. "I know." Alex's eyes filled with tears. "What are you going to do now?" "I don't know," I said honestly. "Figure out my life, I guess. What about you?" "File for divorce, get full custody, move on." "Good. You deserve better than him." "So do you." We exchanged numbers, promised to stay in touch. Then I got in my car, still in my wedding dress, and drove. I didn't know where I was going. I just drove. Eventually, I ended up at the beach. Parked, walked down to the water. The sun was setting, orange and pink and beautiful. I stood there in my wedding dress, waves hitting my feet, and I laughed. I laughed because it was over, because I was free, because I didn't marry a liar. I laughed because I chose myself. That was 6 months ago. Today, I'm sitting in my new apartment, small but mine, all mine. The divorce between Alex and Marcus was finalized last month. She got full custody of Jordan. He got nothing. My almost wedding went viral. Someone recorded it, put it on social media. It got millions of views. People called me brave, strong, a queen. But I didn't do it for attention. I did it for me, and for Alex, and for every woman who's been lied to. Marcus tried to contact me a few times, sent emails, left voicemails, even showed up at my job once. I got a restraining order, haven't heard from him since. I heard he lost his job. Too much bad publicity. No law firm wants to hire a lawyer who lives a double life. Part of me feels bad, but only a tiny part. The bigger part knows he got what he deserved. Alex and I are friends now, real friends. We get coffee every week. She brings Jordan sometimes. He calls me Auntie Maya. She's dating someone new, a teacher. He's kind, honest, good with Jordan. I'm not dating yet, not ready, still healing, still figuring out who I am without Marcus. But I'm happy, really happy. I started a blog, writing about my experience, about betrayal and healing and choosing yourself. It's helped a lot of people. I get messages every day from women who've been through similar things. It feels good, helping others, sharing my story. Last week, something happened. I was at the grocery store, just buying food. Normal stuff. And I saw him, Marcus. He looked different, tired, older, sad. He saw me too. Started walking over. I thought about running, leaving, avoiding the confrontation. But I didn't. I stood there, waited. Maya, he said when he reached me. Marcus. Silence, awkward, heavy. You look good, he finally said. Thanks. I've been wanting to talk to you, to apologize. Okay, apologize. He took a deep breath. I'm sorry for everything, for lying, for hurting you, for being a terrible person. I waited for more, but that was it. Is that all? I asked. What else do you want me to say? I shook my head. Nothing. There's nothing you can say that would change anything. I loved you, he said. I really did. No, you didn't. You loved the idea of me. You loved having two lives, two families, two worlds, but you didn't love me. Because if you loved me, you wouldn't have lied. He looked down, ashamed. I hope you figure out your life, Marcus. I hope you become a better person. For Jordan's sake. But I'm done. I'm moving on. And you should too. I started to walk away. Maya, wait. I stopped, turned back. Do you think you'll ever forgive me? I thought about it, really thought about it. Maybe one day, I said, but not today, and not tomorrow, maybe never. And I'm okay with that. Then I walked away, left him standing there, in the middle of the grocery store, and I felt nothing, no anger, no sadness, no regret, just peace. That night, I called Alex, told her what happened. How do you feel? She asked. Good, really good. Like I finally closed that chapter. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us, both of us. We could have blamed each other, fought, hated each other, but we didn't. We chose to be friends, to support each other. That's rare, Alex said. Most women in our situation would have torn each other apart. We're not most women, she laughed. No, we're not. We talked for another hour about life, about healing, about the future. Before we hung up, she said something that stuck with me. You know what the best revenge is? What? Living well, being happy, moving on. That's the best revenge. She was right. So, yeah, the priest leaned in, saying, I can't marry you too. I know something. But I said, continue, because I already knew the truth. I knew Marcus was married. I knew he had a son. I knew he was a liar. But I wanted everyone else to know too. I wanted him exposed, humiliated, caught. And he was. Some people said I was cruel, that I should have just called off the wedding quietly, that I didn't need to make a scene, but those people don't understand. I needed that moment. I needed to take back my power. I needed to show him that I wasn't weak, that I wasn't going to just disappear quietly. I needed to show myself that I was strong enough to walk away. And I did. Now, I'm building a new life, a better life. I'm going back to school, getting my degree in counseling. I want to help other women who've been through what I went through. I'm traveling, seeing places I've always wanted to see, doing things I never did because Marcus didn't want to. I'm reconnecting with old friends, making new ones, building a community of people who love and support me. I'm learning to love myself, to trust myself, to choose myself. It's hard sometimes. I still have bad days. Days where I wonder if I made the right choice. Days where I miss the idea of what Marcus and I could have been. But then I remember the truth, the lies, the betrayal, and I know I made the right choice. A few days ago, I got a message from someone I didn't know. Hi, Maya. My name is Rachel. I saw your story online. I'm going through something similar. My fiancé has been lying to me. I just found out he's still married to his ex. They never divorced. I don't know what to do. Reading your story gave me strength. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for being brave. I wrote back immediately. Rachel, I'm so sorry you're going through this. But I want you to know something. You are stronger than you think. You deserve better than a man who lies. You deserve someone who chooses you every single day, not someone who hides you. Walk away. It will hurt, but you will heal and you will be okay. I promise. She wrote back an hour later. Thank you. I called off my wedding. I told everyone the truth. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, but I feel free. I smiled reading that because I remembered that feeling, that moment of freedom. That's why I share my story. Not for attention, not for sympathy, but to help other women, to show them that they can walk away, that they can choose themselves, that they can survive. So here I am, 6 months after the wedding that never happened, sitting in my apartment, drinking tea, writing this story, and I'm happy, really, truly happy. Not because I'm with someone, not because I'm in love, but because I'm free, free from lies, free from betrayal, free from a man who didn't deserve me. I'm free to be myself, to live my life, to choose my own path. And that's the best feeling in the world. If you're reading this and you're going through something similar, I want you to know something. You are not alone. You are not crazy. You are not the problem. And you deserve better. You deserve someone who tells the truth, someone who chooses you, someone who loves you the way you deserve to be loved. Don't settle for less. Don't accept lies. Don't let someone make you feel small. Walk away. Choose yourself. Build the life you deserve. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. I promise. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me what you would have done. Would you have exposed him at the wedding or handled it differently? Remember, Queens, you deserve someone who is honest, who is loyal, who chooses you every single day. Never settle for less. Keep your crown on Until next time.